Hello, my name's Fiona and I'm part of the Kairos movement, and I just want to show you something that you might find helpful in terms of remembering people and being thankful for them. I'll just show you this. Now this is something that came out of an exercise I did a couple of weeks ago with a group of people, all about thankfulness. And in the roots of the tree I've written names of people who I've been just really grateful for over the years, and the branches I've written words in there, which is kind of my response to how they've impacted me and how perhaps I want to live a bit better because of their kindness and the way they've inspired me, really. So I'll give you a few examples. I've got someone here called Wendy, who I knew when I used to work overseas, and she was a really good friend and a brilliant colleague as well. And we're still in touch. And then over lockdown, we had a conversation, and basically the upshot of that was that she gave us this camper van, me and my husband. She said, "Oh, what do you need next in your life?" And I was like, "Well, what? I don't know. I don't know what to say to that." She goes, "Oh, I just feel that I need to give you my camper van." And it was an incredible act of generosity, and we couldn't believe it. And now we're living in it. So she, there's huge things like that. And there's also I've put someone who gave me a sandwich when I needed. Not just, it wasn't so much to do with the sandwich. I was not in a very good place, and I was living in a house share sort of thing. And I was up in my room and just getting a bit too isolated, really. I perhaps didn't realise it so much at the time. Anyway, he came up and he'd made me a sandwich, and it just did the trick, really. I was just touched really by his kindness. It was a really well made, put together, it was a sandwich made with love, and it got me out of my room and into a better headspace altogether. So, there's extremes, I guess, but every one of them is important. And also I put someone here called Louise, who, when I first rocked up to Hull, I didn't really know her at all, but there was one day when I wasn't very well, and somebody had told her that I wasn't well, and she'd gone out and bought a hot water bottle, and she brought it round to me. And I just remember being really touched by that. It's something, she didn't have to do it, but she did, and I'll never forget it. So now the branches, my response to things like that. So what I've put is being a listening ear and being quick not to judge, being generous with my time and money, turning up, offering home to those in need of one, because many people have done that to me in the past, and it's just been amazing. Sending cards and remembering people, and yet letting my yes be yes and my no be no. So moving on from that, this is based on the same idea, but these are people who are no longer with us, people that I've known, friends and family who've made a real impact. And these are just some of the people that I was thinking about today, who some of these have died quite young, but yet they lived so fully and so vibrantly when they were alive, and made a real impact, not just in my life, but loads of other people's lives. So again, the branches are kind of my response to the way that they lived. So I've got Cassie here, who was the sort of person who would walk into a room and you just know that she was there. She was quite outrageous, but she had this sort of fearlessness about her, which I just loved. I loved being around her, and she brought that out in me, and so it's just that fearlessness I kind of want to hold on to and remember and try and live out in some way. Who else have we got here? Oh, Fi is a friend who I knew when I worked overseas, and she died quite recently, and her funeral's next week. She was this incredible woman who just gave herself to people. So I put selflessness as one of the things, and passion and courage and laughter. I mean, she embodied a lot of those things, and she was quite a quiet woman, quite gentle, and yet when she laughed, this big laugh boomed out of her, and I just remember her really fondly for that. So I guess as I'm talking, you might be thinking of people that you want to put in the branch. Obviously, this isn't a great work of art. I've just kind of scrawled it this morning. But yeah, if you get the basic idea. So this might be something you find helpful. I've just found it really helpful today just to remember these people. And like I said, just be really thankful for people, people who I've known and people who are still in my life. Anyway, I hope that is something that you find helpful anyway. Okay, bye.